Hey, what's up guys? Top Player here, and today I'd like to discuss something that most gamers decide is a very big part of controversy in our modern day gaming society. So as a culture, we have, progressively grown, as every culture does, and video gamers are being torn by the fact that some games are available as digital download only. So in this video, I'd like to go ahead and discuss the difference and my opinion on which is better between physical copies and a digital download. Now, I want to start out before saying anything about the digital download is that I'm in the background for the video. I'm doing a Trials Fusion gameplay video. Now, this is just me trying to get a trophy called Big Eyed and Bushy Tailed, which is to collect all the squirrels. I only get one squirrel in this entire video and it's 10 minutes long. So, I'm very, very bad at this game, and I recently purchased it about a month or so ago. So it was a more recent purchase, and it was my second digital download for my PS4. Alright, well, either way, let's go ahead and get into the conversation. So starting off, we'll talk about digital download since it is my actual preference to download every single game I own. I do not own a physical copy of any game for my PlayStation 4 and do not intend on buying a physical copy of any game. I have downloaded all my games so far, which include Watch Dogs, Trials Fusion, Injustice, Resogun, Dead Nation, Mercenary Kings, Stick It to the Man. So mainly, I prefer digital download, just because it's extremely convenient. You don't have to go to the store, you don't have to get up, drive to the store. And when you're a teenager and you're saving on gas money and on tax, it's pretty important. You're paying $5 extra when you buy a game. When you buy it at the PlayStation Store, you get it tax-free. So that's pretty nice. But I enjoy having the convenience of being able to download my games straight from my console and have it there without any clutter, which cases are clutter to me, much more than I prefer having an actual physical collection that I could see. And I know that's the selling point of a lot of people. Oh, I can see it, I can feel it, it's tangible. But the digital copy is, you can see it, it's there, it's on your screen, it knows that you own it. So, that's my counter argument to the whole tangible thing for physical. I have not been a digital download gamer for a while. I just recently started. I decided when the PS4 was coming out, I was like, alright, I'm going to get a PS4. I'm going to only digitally download. I don't want to mess with physical anymore, just because it's the way the future is going. Other systems that I've owned, I have not digitally downloaded, and I have the games for them still, like my Xbox or my NES. I still have the games for those. My 64, I still have Zelda and Majora's Mask gold cartridges. But while that's nice to have those physical copies, if I had the choice to digitally download all my games back then, I don't know that I would have done it back then, because when you look back then, like, games online were non-existent, and when I was a kid, I didn't even play my first online game until I was about 12, maybe, and that was like the first Call of Duty game. So I definitely prefer digital, but I could see how the argument for physical could be made if you're not a huge online gamer, or you prefer a tangible object. Going on to physical, a lot of the benefits from physical is, oh, I can resell it. But if you're a person like me and you don't prefer to resell your games because it becomes a habit. An example is I bought Far Cry 3 for my PlayStation 3 when it came out, and I loved the game. But after Far Cry 3 came out, The Last of Us was getting closer, and I wanted to pre-order. So I sold Far Cry 3 to pre-order to pay off my pre-order for The Last of Us. I regretted that because I later on went and bought Far Cry 3 for another $50, and I'd gotten 30 out of it. Now, you may think, oh, well, just don't sell your games. But for those of us who don't really think about purchases, gaming purchases in any way, before they make them, well, I shouldn't say that. I research products before I buy them. But if I'm going out to buy a game and I want an impulse buy and I'm done with the game, I'll sell it. I'll come back later and be like, alright, I want to play that game again. I have to buy the game for full price now. With digital download, that's completely taken out of the equation. You can't sell the game. And so when I get Watch Dogs here in a little bit and I eventually grow tired of it, in a month later when I want to play it again, I'll be able to do so without having to worry about, oh, going to the store and selling, I don't know, $60 for it. It's a huge hassle when you have absolutely no willpower like me. So, when I look at a game, I usually, first thing that comes to mind is, okay, I need to see a review of it. After that, I look at price, because price is the biggest issue for any budget gamer. So, when you go to price with physical, I'll give physical this. Physical, you can find sales everywhere, anytime. You can get the game off eBay, you can get it off Craigslist. It's so much cheaper. But, if you do decide to go digital, you can actually purchase the game on one of the numerous either flash sales or sales of companies like the Square Enix sale that was recently on for Tomb Raider and Thief for the PlayStation Store. Now, I definitely prefer that, you know, I pay $20 for a game instead of $40, but I will choose the convenience of digital over the physical if that need be. So, what do I have to say in my final verdict? I believe digital is the way of the future. It's convenient, there are often sales, and it's all around, while not tangible, is very, very storage oriented. Like, there's no clutter from the disc. Physical, I believe, is you can always find a sale for physical. It's always going to be cheaper. It comes with disc and sometimes manuals. I know games are kind of going away at that, especially Ubisoft. And that could be a big bonus for you if you're more of a tangible kind of person. You prefer to be able to feel and touch the actual game system, the game case, to know it's yours. I know when I bought my Nintendo 64 and I got Zelda, Ocarina of Time, I wouldn't have bought, like, there was no way I would buy just the cartridge. You know, I wanted the case just so I could have it. I still have that case. You know. But I don't think that it's necessary to have the case. And I don't think it's necessary to have a manual anymore. And I used to think like that just because I was a kid and I wanted to show off my collection to my friends and stuff like that. Right now, though, digital seems like the way of the future. Seems like the best option, in my opinion. Go ahead and post your opinion in the comments below if you'd like. And if you'd like to add me on PlayStation Network, my name is Sniper. The E is a 3, all caps, _9897. This has been Top Player, and I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe to this video if you want more. Thanks.